And welcome back to the show. The Bowery Mission has served New Yorkers serving from homelessness, poverty, and hunger, providing a full array of care for children to adults. Now, the organization's children's programs empower children to actually thrive and succeed through opportunities for leadership, skill building, as well as personal growth. And joining me now to share a little bit more details about what goes on at the Bowery Mission, we are pleased to be joined by the Associate Director of Children's Programs at the Bowery Mission, Jacqueline Ramales. And Jacqueline, good to have you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. And during this time of the year, I know that your organization is pretty busy. I gave a little intro to our viewers, but for somebody who may not be so familiar with the Bowery Mission, please take us through.
Sure. So for the holidays, we do a lot to prep and a lot to make our families feel like we really are in community with them. So it starts in, really the planning starts in the summer for our holiday events. But what we do in November is we have the ability for them to come and be in community with us here through having games and field games. And then we also are able to provide them with a turkey giveaway, as well as a gift card for fresh foods, which is often really hard to find, even in pantries. There's a lot of dry goods out there, but we really want them to also be able to attain fresh foods for their Thanksgiving dinners. And as for the holidays, in December, we really focus on being able to provide means by which they can get toys for the holiday season for their kids. And so right now this week, what we're doing is we're having our annual toy shop event, which is the opportunity for people in our South Bronx programming and in our East programming to come here and purchase some toys at really discounted rates for their children.
And so for you, talk to me about this time of year, because we know that the holidays, you guys are engaged in a lot of activities, but in the midst of COVID, what has it been like in terms of the clients that you serve and also the volunteers that you have?
Last year, I feel like we're talking about two different seasons of COVID. The first wave of COVID I felt was really hard. Last holiday season still felt there was a lot of worries in the air. There was a lot of troubles that the families were facing. This year, those troubles are still there. However, there's a sense of hope. There's a sense of coming together again in community. So for example, last year, Thanksgiving event was more focused like a stop by and go, like a grab and go kind of event. And this year we were able to come together with the kids and the families in a safe space, in a safe way. And I think that really makes a difference for the families to feel like they're in community with others and also with us.
Yeah, being in community during a time like this is very important. I think that for a lot of people, this family structure definitely gets a lot of strength by doing the work that you guys do. And I know that some of the things that you do, extend beyond the holidays, and you got a city camp. And if you want, you just take a few moments and share with our viewers a little bit about your Mont Lawn City Camp.
Yeah, so our programming operates year round. We have the opportunity to be with the kids almost every week of the year. And what we do is we offer enrichment classes that take place in the afternoons for children to come and sign in. So they can sign up for a class that's an art class or a STEM class. And what we do here that's a little different is that we dive in deeper. So in each of our classes, no matter if it's a sports class or an arts class, we teach a social emotional skill. So we really believe that creates an important framework for the kids to thrive and succeed. And for example, this cycle we had chess, right? But we really talked to them about initiative, right? What does it mean to take initiative through the game of chess, and walk them through that each week. And for our STEM class, we talked about teamwork. So we had a lot of teamwork projects for them to dive in together. And we really wanted them to understand the importance of being on a team, the different roles on a team, and why that's so instrumental for them as they grow. And we go through that for the full school year. And in the summertime, we have the ability to invite them to come to our summer camp that's out in Bushkill, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and I was going to interrupt and say for a second, but talk to me about when you're in the life of a child like that, the experience that they have, the exposure that they have. What do you think are some of the takeaways by just being able to have this, by able to have the camp experience?
We hear a lot from the families about how this space to the children is has become so special. Um, Last year, we were out of this space. We were virtual, and so all of our classes took place over Zoom. And earlier in the school year when the kids came back, there was a lot of excitement, there was a lot of buzz, finally we're back here, I've missed this place so much. And I think that that speaks to what we create here, right? What we foster. We want to foster a sense of this is their extended home. This is a place not just for the children too, but for the families. And I think we've had the ability to see how children have grown over the years. We've had kids that have been with us for 8+ years. Our summer camp is a lot older than our city camp programming. And so we've seen kids go from being 6-year-olds and being their first time at camp and crying and wanting to go home to then being summer staff and coming back each year to support us in that way. And it's been a blessing for sure.
So for you, as you look forward to the future, how can people participate in, first of all, the activities that you have, and then second of all, in volunteering?
Volunteering is a big component of our program here. We have a mentoring program that starts with kids at age 9 and it goes through age 17. And honestly, if you're a volunteer here, you're a long time volunteer just by chance. So our mentors sign up to volunteer for at least a year, but many of them have stayed for 5, 6, 7 years to be here. We also have volunteers that come and they help support a class. So they'll help with teaching a course during like one of our seasons. And also we've had volunteers come for the holidays. So behind or in front of me, which you can see, is our toy shop setup. And that was only able to be created by the help of volunteers because it was a mess. There was boxes everywhere, plays up, and really our volunteers came through for us. So there's many ways throughout the year to get plugged in.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. And certainly, I know that there's a lot of work that's going on behind the scenes to really take care of young people, families, and you do a great job. Jacqueline, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
I had to laugh about that mess because I think about my own Christmas tree and what's going on in my house, and I can say a mess indeed. Yeah. Well, listen, if you want more information, please visit their website, Bowery.org, and then also follow them on social media at Bowery Mission. We encourage you, don't go anywhere. We do have more open coming up right after this.